I promise you, that's what we're going to do. We tell our guys that we want to see them play with passion. It's a game. We love it. The only reason why we were as successful as we were is because that's how we played. We loved the game. We played it passionately. And we might not have been the best guys on the field, but we played for a long time because of it. And that's going to be the first thing your players learn. And they're going to learn it here and carry it over so they don't retire at 13, which is the average retirement age of baseball. They retire at 13 because they just get sick of it. And they don't learn the proper ways of playing baseball. And that's why the fall program is our favorite program. That's why we're excited to have Big Mike along full time with us now on the field. Because we like teaching hitting, we like teaching hitting, we love it. But we really love teaching baseball. It's one thing to learn how to hit. It's one thing to learn how to pitch, but it's another to learn how to play baseball. And that's what's going to happen this fall. That's what we're going to accomplish this fall. The other reason we love teaching on the field is because it carries over to life. We try to do it in here. Sometimes moms and dads say, you know what, they learned a life lesson today when they leave. But on the field, those life lessons come on every single play. And that's where we have the most fun. So if your baseball player does retire at 13, he's going to learn something just as valuable from being with us. I constantly try to learn from a lot of different avenues. But I happen to find a baseball avenue, a book called Life is Yours to Win by Coach Augie Garrido. I recommend it highly. Coach Augie Garrido is the head coach of Texas, one of the best baseball coaches, period, of all time. And I'm reading the book, and we've developed a lot of the stuff that we're going to teach your sons this fall from the book, from our coaching philosophies in the past, from what we've learned as players. And I took a mental coaching class, 100 hours of mental coaching plus homework. And actually, Coach Garrido's mentor that helped him with a lot of the mental game stuff was the guy that taught my professor, Ken Ravizza, who works with a lot of baseball players. And together, that's how we're trying to shape this fall. Create that environment of a fearless baseball field. Because you know what? Mistakes are going to happen. And we're going to ask for your help in making that happen, making that field fearless for your players, which I'll get to in a second. I'll get to your guys' role in a second. And together, we're going to help let our players excel to a level that they've never excelled at before, in everything. And the reason why it means so much to me is because of my story. I played at Fenwick High School. I grew up in the city. It was about an hour and a half trip to Fenwick. They asked me to go play baseball there. And they had a great academic program. So I did. Took the bus about an hour and a half every day to get to school. Played as a freshman, played as a sophomore there. My junior year I started, my senior year I started on, we were number 1, number 2 in the state year after year, and even when I played my junior and senior year. We didn't win the state championship, but we were rated in Illinois the top team in the state. My junior year I was recruited got letters from Notre Dame, Northwestern, and Stanford. My 3 favorites. Those. My senior year, the coach at Notre Dame, Coach Murphy, went to Arizona State, said, Sam, we love you, but you're not playing at Arizona State. I got a lot of guys out here in Arizona that are pretty darn good. Northwestern, don't know what happened. We give Coach Stevens a hard time about that all the time because we always beat him. We beat up on him pretty good. So he regretted that stuff. And Stanford, I think, was a mistake. I don't know. I never heard from them after that first letter. So I just chalked that up because I got lucky one time. My senior year, no letter. Division II Division III schools, full rides to go play right now. But I said I wanted to play D1 ball. I said it was a dream of mine, and a lot of people told me I couldn't. So that made me go even more. My last game my senior year, the coach at Indiana was there, the head coach, now the assistant coach at the time. I didn't have a special game. I think I was 1 for 3. But I played the way I always did. Hard, with a smile on my face, hustling and running everywhere, never shutting up, kind of like I am here. He called me that night, said, Sam, I heard you already applied to come to Indiana. We want you to be on the team. No money, no guarantees. We want you to be a loser. All I remember is saying yes, hanging up, I don't remember anything. But I went to Indiana to play baseball, and a lot of people told me I shouldn't have. What are you going to play there for? You got all these guarantees over there. But I didn't. I remember walking in the locker room my first day, seeing a bunch of guys as big as Mike, walking out, thinking I was in the football locker room, checking to make sure it said baseball, and it was. And I walked back in. My first day of practice, we ran, we did sprints. I won't give you the whole story. There's about 50 guys there, but I passed out, a heat stroke, woke up, ran into the stadium, threw up on my new coach's shoes, woke up naked in the football locker room with ice all over me and IVs in my eye. Went back to practice on Wednesday. There weren't that many kids there on Wednesday as there was on Monday, but I was because I love the game so much. I was 2 for 3 my freshman year. Pinch ran a little bit and came in to play defense late in games a little bit. I went back home. Everybody told me, Sam, transfer. You're going to play. You're working this hard, and you had 3 at-bats. A scout from a professional organization told me if I transferred and played Division II ball, I probably could get